Good morning guys, welcome back to another video. So, it's been a few weeks since the last video, 2 weeks I think it's been. Still haven't got the boot and spoiler back and the rear tail light covers and stuff like that to finish up with the car with all the paint parts. Anyway, so I'm gonna head up for breakfast now, meet the missus, shoot at the paint body shop. Hopefully, they told me last week, Thursday they'll be done, but they've told me this weeks and weeks, well years now, it's like 4 years almost in it, so. I go up to the body shop, see what's happening, say if you painted them, they probably have been now, I'd have thought. Then get up the garage, finish up some more of the car. So yeah, let's get going. Here we go again. First things first, get some breakfast. Yeah, I just done like a little. Put them bad boys on. Oh dear. Okay guys, here's the situation. Just got to the garage, have a little chat with Alan. If you don't know and you're new to the channel, Alan's the guy who owns the garage where I use all the ramp for hire and stuff basically. But I left him with the wiring for the car because we obviously still haven't got the car started, which is a bit annoying. It's taking a while now and it's doing my head in. So he spent a few days on it, bypassing the relays and stuff for the fuel pump, just going through everything, checking, just bypassing a couple of things. But he said he's bypassed the fuel now, so we've got fuel, but we still haven't got spark, and he doesn't know whether it's the ECU or whether it's the crank sensor, the cam. Basically the cam for sensor thing is like a cam and a crank sensor in one. So he said that maybe that's broke, but because he don't know, because he can't plug into everything like a specialist vehicles electrician can. So basically I'm going to go down to speak to a specialist now and see if he wants to take the job on, because I can't do it. I don't have a clue. He knows more about electrics and cars than me, and he can't do it. So I'm going to have to ask somebody else to have a go at it. Probably cost me loads of money, but let's get down there and see what they say. Hopefully he's like, yeah, no problem, I'll get it sorted. Obviously it's got the Link ECU on it as well, which is, you know, I bought that second hand. Maybe it's broke. But say the guy at Profile M, he put a base map on it and it worked, so bit of a loss at the minute. But later on today I'm going to be fitting the side skirts and all that properly once the vamp's available after 12, so another hour. Let's get down the garage. Okay, no point in crying about it anyway. Let's move on with some other bits, what we can get done. I know we're far away from getting it on the road for a minute, but all these little bits need doing, so I'm going to sort out the window wipers, make the window wipers work, and the yeah, clean up the motor, clean up those little rails. They just got a bit of rust on them, surface rust only, and get them on the car, give them a lick of paint, job done. Also finish up these front wings because I've bolted them from the top and one bolt in the middle, but I've not done the bottoms yet. So yeah, I'm just gonna, I pulled the seals out a bit, pulled them down a bit because they were a bit crushed up from people who've jacked the car up. So yeah, I pulled them all the seals down with some pliers, grips and all that, and now yeah, as you see, I'm just drilling some holes in, stick a nut and bolt through there. Another job ticked off the list. Then we can get the side skirts on then, and then we've got front of the whole car done pretty much, just the boot and spoiler then. There we go. Look, I say these aren't perfect because these are aftermarket front wings, the GTR style ones. They're fiberglass obviously, and I never really touched much of the front seals because they weren't that bad. Obviously all the rust was on the back, so I got rid of all that, replaced that with new metal, and I've sort of just left these, and I've like ground all the most of the rust away and then just undersealed it. But yeah, it still needs a bit of work I reckon if I was going to go and make it perfect, but I'll always get that done later. As you can see, I was also tidied up the fuel lines that I did a couple of weeks back. They were just the bolts I put in basically for the weld nuts were a bit small, so they just fell straight out, so I put a bigger nut in, job done. And there's the nut and bolt in both sides, looking 10 times better. But the main thing is obviously it's not going to fall off when we drive. That happens. But yeah, what we're doing next, let's stick some side skirts on, I suppose. They should go straight on, but I put them on before, didn't I? And the front wings say they're not original, so they don't quite fit properly. So I'm going to try my best without breaking the side skirts, but I'm a bit of an oaf, so we'll see what happens. Me trying to be gentle, but I'm not the most delicate of people. Wasn't delicate, was it? What have you done, Ryan? Yeah, definitely use me as someone who is a muppet, who does it all wrong, so that you don't do the same thing. Obviously, what I should do is fit all this before it goes for paint. I just assumed that these OEM side skirts would fit right over the front wings, because you know you expect them to be moulded the same as the stock ones, but they're not. They're not too bad, but I can repair it. I will repair it, but no, I'm just going to leave it for a minute. It's only a small crack. What I'll do is I'll put some like mesh in the gap, and then I'll filler it, and I'll just go and get some of the same colour paint, put into a rattle can and touch it up, sort of thing. See the crack there? It's nothing major. It's just annoying because it's a brand new paint job, and then you got a big crack, and also it overlaps there a little bit. So yeah, it's all just slightly off, and it's obviously cracked there a bit. It'll be alright though. I'll fix it one day. Do some body work. When they give me this back, the centre Skyline badge thing, centre bit between the lights, they only had one bolt on it on one side. So I'm gonna glue like epoxy resin sort of thing, a bolt on the other side, so that we got one on each side, and it'll just slide straight on. And there you go, shitting. The magic of YouTube. 2 bolts each side, stick some nuts on the ends, and it should stay on. Okay, last thing on the list of things to do today is, obviously I've wire wheeled all these rails and the little wiper motor. Just sticking some Hammerite direct to rust paint now. I mean, there's no rust on there, but I always use the Hammerite stuff. It's quite good stuff, and it helps protect it from rusting in the future. So yeah, just a quick coat over the top of that, quick coat over the top of the motor, and that is it. Another bit ticked off the list, closer to being on the road. Obviously we'll need these. We're in England. Every day's a rain day. Right guys, that's it for this one anyway. Some more bits done there. So the side skirts are on, the front fenders, front wings, what you want to call them, whatever country you're from, they're bolted on now. So hopefully when I start driving the car in a million years from now, whatever, they don't fall off. But yeah, side skirts are all bolted on as well, and obviously the window wiper motor and mechanism, you know, the rods sort of thing, they've all been cleaned up and painted black. Still got to do another coat on them, but I'll do that the next time, because I need to obviously paint them, let it dry, spin them around, do the other side sort of thing. So yeah, that's dead drying now, and that is it. Like, let me know what you think of the build so far. It's booked in for electrical work, so we can actually start the car and maybe even drive the car around one day, you know. for next month, so we'll have to wait until then. This is next available space. Until then, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.
I don't know where I am, I don't know where you take me, I don't know where you take me. I just follow your trail and I'm loving